from Virginia is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, on May 28, 2010, I stood on this floor and made a motion that effectively stopped some of the worst terrorists in the world in Guantanamo Bay from being transferred to the soil in the United States. At that particular point in time, the then chairman of the Armed Services Committee, Democrat Ike Skelton, stood on the floor and said this: "We're in a position to accept this motion. I just wish to point out that there's no difference between the Democrats and Republicans when it comes to fighting terrorism." Today, we step on a course with this amendment to change that, as the highest-ranking Democrat on the Armed Services Committee seeks to overturn essentially that motion. And, Mr. Chairman, if the gentleman was asking that these terrorists brought to his district, that would be one thing, but he knows that's very unlikely. And what you're having with this motion is very generously saying they could be brought to any of our districts. And we're hearing a uniform chorus stand up from North Carolina, Virginia, Guam, every other place saying, don't bring them to my district. And the reason is they know two things. They know the moment they touch U.S. soil, they will receive additional constitutional rights that no one in this room can argue what they are exactly. And secondly, that they have placed a target on every elementary school, every shopping mall, every small business in that district by other terrorists. That's why, Mr. Chairman, it's important that we come together, unified, and send a message to the President. We might not be able to stop every terrorist from coming to U.S. soil, but we can stop these terrorists by defeating this amendment. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman from Virginia.